We are back with playoffs, day number 3. It is the second matchup of the day, and it is between Kingsman and Onyx G. Again, another lower bracket match. It is a best of 3 who will determine who is going to continue into the next part of the bracket and who is going to head
Enemy tag.
right now. It is, like I said, Onyx G, Kingsman. Let's get right into it again. It is 𝗲𝗍𝗍. Who are the agent bands once again?
Yes, the agent bands. Well, yeah, I believe it is 𝗔𝗍𝗍 and Jet being banned out here in our first match. See these two teams and already a lot of action
Spike
being
down,
made.
attacker spawn.
Monyet already making a quick push there, but it's Kingsmen prepared and waiting. 3 members were there actually just creeping up, and with that information, ONIC has now spread out their team. Just looking for probably a mid push coming out, but instead it's the A side for Kingsman. This time around, we have a Viper in play because last game against the Team Secret versus Loop, they did ban it out. So open up and nice shot coming out from 𝗲𝗻𝗽. The site is being pushed up and to try and take it out, but 𝗲𝗻𝗽 still alive, finally been taken out, and again, it will be the
Revealing
retake
area.
for ONIC.
Yeah, 2 on
Spike
2,
planted.
𝗲𝗻𝗽 Slasher. They have to make this work for themselves because it is still full HPs across the board for 𝗏𝗏, and the Sheriff's at the ready for 𝗏𝗏. The crossfire setup.
One enemy remaining.
Up the third
Last
kill for
player
𝗏𝗏,
standing.
and Slasher will pick up the round and the double headshot against the last 2 remaining members of Kingsman, and ONIC starting it off strong with a beautiful retake. It's funny that you mentioned that we are seeing the Vipers right now. We did just conclude the series again against with Team Secret rather, who just fell short in that best of 3 against the Louvre. It was just a big upset. But anyway, we are in with ONIC right now, who is looking to start the game strong, picking up those guns for themselves. And look at Kingsman, the response. They're going for the 4 spies.
Yes, 4 spies indeed, and with even just Zeke on the full shields with just the Sheriff to play with. They are on the offensive, so this 4 spy does make sense for them anyway. They're going to be entering the site where Severine on that cipher is going to be on the spot. Spy camp, they heard that out as well. The guiding light, beautiful flash coming in. NC Slash, Sheriff as he pushes out here. He gets one.
Spike
That's
down,
spike down
B.
as well. That's information for ONIC, and look at that crossfire. Severine giving him some backup, and already rotations coming in for Team ONIC.
Severine, though, has got to be careful. Playing with fire right now, has no idea that the doctor is patiently waiting at the ready for him. Pings are now coming out. This information being given away. Severine backs off. The timing is perfect for Severine.
Last player standing.
He goes there with the backup. Severine closes it down, takes out Zeke from the same area around an elbow. And Kingsman, they just gotta be feeling the sting right now. 0 creds to work with at all.
Ooh, there you have it. That was the 4 spy for Kingsman, unable to make it work because ONIC and NC Slasher making that push really shut down and slowed down their push for Kingsman, and now they have to opt for the eco round, but they've got a Sheriff buy coming in here despite the doctor with that Marshal. That's going to be a lot of damage to look for ONIC. Remember, ONIC coming up to this round, this is just their, again, another bonus round.
Definitely true, but the doctor
Scanning ahead.
with that Marshal looking to find some value out of it. Oh, gets spotted out, and that just opens up the kill onto 𝗏𝗏 with Shiro. Nice streak on ball right there. Monyet pushes up with a bulldog, the only assault rifle in the entire game right now. Woo! Shiro just gets the better end of that timing as the doctor
Enemy mark.
holding up that angle down and pulse once more. And again, Kingsman, they're just looking to find some damage because once more, it is their eco. 𝗲𝗻𝗽 picks up Ivan.
One
third.
enemy
Now the
remaining.
spike is being contested by both teams. It's all down to Zeke to try and find something out of the Sheriff. These guys work cut out for them. Stacks of odds stacked up against him rather. Being pincered from both sides, above, beyond, behind, everywhere. And he's just gonna have to try. He's backing off for now, but he's looking for the headshots.
Yep, he's trying his best to see some sort of damage he can do, but it's just NC Slasher just hopping around, jumping him, trying to bait out a shot from him. Because of that, it makes him scared to what's coming up from behind him, but none of ONIC is even committing to it. They're just letting Zeke jump around here. Finally, they get the full spot
30
on, and
seconds
he's
left.
Still here next to the window side to clear up the here you go. Right under it immediately. ONIC just converges right around it, unable to do any more damage. This will be the flawless round for ONIC. And coming up, it's going to be Kingsman with the full buy.
Yeah, 3rd round in a row for ONIC, so this is pivotal round for Kingsman. They have to secure this one if they want to get a chance in this assault. This is this is the difference we're seeing. The contrast from the last time we saw a Breeze map. The Viper being available just up a lot of defensive options for the defensive side. This time around, it is going to be committed a little bit early on down in the caves area in A main. So that's not an option that ONIC can opt for if Kingsman does go for the A side hit. But it seems like that is not their target as they are seizing mid control.
Yeah, already with a lot of action for the guiding lights here over at the elbow side from B, where 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has been pushed up really deep in. That gives them some information that they're clearing up the B side, where Ivan Phantom, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with the Bulldog takes advantage of it. He will get the frag and the Defar in. So back up on him on Namfu, and the rest of the team then pushing up that middle side. As you mentioned, they've taken control of it somewhat, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 still trying to see what he can find as well with 𝗑𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the crossfire from the double doors, but it's the hall control as well for Kingsman, but 𝗂𝗏𝗍 has been stopped by this tripwire waiting around. It's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. He might just get spotted. He spots the hair and the head as well. Looking for the frag, easily taps him down. That's gonna be the frag for Kingsman. They're opening it up 4v3 right now. ONIC is wondering where are the players of Kingsman with those 𝗂𝗍𝗍s. They will try to find them.
Yeah, Kingsman's gotta try and find ONIC as well. They're all over the place. 2 members down in mid. And Seeker being committed by NC where everyone is, but his position is gonna be revealed as well. He's so far up in the cave
30
area.
seconds left.
There's no action happening because nobody's spotting each other. This is the first encounter that we're gonna be seeing after a bit of time. 𝗂𝗍𝗍 spotting out He's gonna take him out real easily from
I know exactly where
in the
you
halls
are.
area. The left.
Last
Beat them
player
out
standing.
one by one as 𝗂𝗍 picks up his third, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 again all alone. It's all down to him to deal a little bit more damage onto the eco of Kingsman, but this is undoubtedly a Kingsman round already.
Yeah, definitely, unless 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 suddenly picks up a rabbit out of the hat here. Seems that he's done it before, but the doctor will shut him down. No surgical surgeries for you, and it will be Kingsmen taking their first round of the first half, but that was just once again a bonus round for ONIC. It's this round that will change the tides here. ONIC with the full buy, all Vandals across the board, and looking like they're going to put a lot of presence here once more over on the B side to try and clear up the elbow side as they've been always doing. Let's see if Kingsman will be able to take a read of this and try to shut it down.
Yeah, that last round though, what happened? So many things happening at the same time. You got members left and right for Onyx G. They were just all in the mid area, opening up both sides. They were just hunting down where the Seekers were coming from. This time around, they are playing with the little bit more aggression once more. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 pushes up so far. NC right up there with the him to the left.
Spike down
Zero
mid.
as well. Now, Kingsman, they completely dropped the ball in this round. Spike is being contested. Ivan is gonna go for the beat against Shiro, but it is him that's gonna win that one versus one. Dip down to 70 HP with taking the spike for himself. One versus one. And the Cypher 𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗏𝗏 is gonna win 2 on 3. And now it seems like B side is where 𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗏𝗏 and Ivan is gonna hit as 𝗂𝗍 picks up 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the hall area. It's a guessing game once more for Onyx G because they have no idea where the spike is. Now it's being called for the rotation down to A side.
And Breeze is such a big map here. Look at the positioning of the players. You don't know where someone's gonna pop out of. But right now, ONIC members on the defending side, they're making sure that they're close ties with each other so they can try and get this trade off or move in as a unit to look for where the spike is going to be planted. It looks like Kingsman opting to opt for this A side, especially after 𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗏𝗏 has cleared up the side from the Viper.
30 seconds left.
And
I've got your trail.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Here comes to try and weed out where the members of Onyx G are. It's gonna spot them out right now. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 not being tested the angle. The Trailblazer is gonna give a little bit more information for Kingsman to beat and Ivan to go for this
Last player
There's a
standing.
push NC 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
10 seconds left.
27 HP
Spike planted.
will not help him in any case. But all they have to do is to go for the double peek. Ivan though is looking at the problem.
One enemy
He's gonna
remaining.
take out one. Is it very doable for him to one-on-one against 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 himself? Empress at the ready. I don't think right here, and he will secure the kill on Ivan, and it's 4-1 on the board. ONIC, they're starting the game very strong.
Especially with an explosive start of that round, taking up so much mid control and frag as well, and even finding out where the spike will be holding. But Kingsman did come back out of that, picked up their composure, but in the end it's still 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 making the clutch happen for his team, and it will be another round for ONIC. Kingsman still has some utility, and although the doctor will be stuck with a Spectre here, they will have a bind to work with coming up here in round 6.
Yeah, they're gonna go and opt for the Force. Anyway, they have enough. Barring the Doctor, of course, like you said, only the Spectre, but big ultimates are already up once more for Onyx G because they have fragged out. 𝗏𝗏𝗽 once again at the ready with the Empress. 𝗔𝗆's got the Hunter's Fury as well. 𝗍𝗏𝗡, as long as Onyx picks up the first frag, they will be able to figure out who of Kingsmen are. And it seems like right now that is in B side. They're gonna be giving it away. Opting for the retake here is a good idea, but they have to be careful, Kingsmen. Tell me more. As long as he gets a frag, they're gonna get the Viper. 𝗏𝗏𝗽 picking up his first frag on the Zeke. That is gonna pan out even better for Onyx. 𝗍𝗏𝗡 picks up 𝗏𝗏𝗽 as well. It's a 5-on-3. The spike is not being planted as of yet as 𝗏𝗏𝗽
Spike down B.
It's now down to a 2-on-5. Kingsman once more. They've taken side control, but they cannot get the plant down. The post plant.
One enemy remaining.
Because the plant right there. 𝗍𝗏𝗡 picks up the last kill. It's just 5-1 on the board, and Onyx G. What an unstoppable round for them.
Definitely making that push over in the middle side. Once again, they gave away the B side, but they gave away for a reason, because the retake was just so strong there, especially with 𝗏𝗏𝗽 opening up the frags and getting into that lurking side and just close up, just boxed in Kingsman's positions, and now they have to go down to an eco round.
Definitely true, but I'm expecting Kingsman to find those frags early on. That is their goal right now. If they're gonna be able to find those frags, or probably a couple, they will be committing this Viper Spit as a response as well. But this Viper Spit being committed by LB more shows that they are not taking any chances. The judge as well making a quick reappearance after the last round. It's gonna be super effective in this pit. It's just gonna deny any access at all for Kingsman, unless they want to risk it against the snake. Oh, the lurking Reyna though, 𝗏𝗏𝗽 is yet to be spotted. Looking for the second. To save his own life, the Doctor has been spotted out.
Spike down, attacker
control.
spawn.
Onyx G, they're all over the map again.
Man, again, once always 𝗏𝗏𝗽 just from the
One
behind,
enemy remaining.
taking out Kingsman, boxing them in with the rest of Onyx members just cleaning up and chiming in. It's all down to 𝗏𝗏𝗽 now on a 1v5. Onyx looking to try and make this a flawless round here. It's just 𝗏𝗏𝗽. He has the sheriff to work with. All he needs to do is tap those heads down. But again, this is Breeze. There's long range battles that has to happen here. And actually cleared out. And again, guiding lights being popped over. He does not get the spot.
Flawless.
Fall to 𝗏𝗏𝗽 Phantom. A 3K for him. Flawless round for Onyx G.
Yeah, pretty telegraphed for them to win that round. I wasn't expecting them to commit the Viper Spit so early on, especially considering that Kingsman does have it going into this buy round. And speaking of ultimates, they do still have 3 impactful ones. They have Zeke sitting on the Neural Theft, the Empress up and ready as well, and once again the Doctor on the Viper Spit. It's looking to be a very expensive one for the Kingsmen if they go for the post, if they go for the plan. But as long as they get there, I'm pretty sure they're secured for this round. It's a pivotal round for them anyway, as 𝗏𝗏𝗽 looking to stop them before the push has even happened. Quick reposition from him, has to watch two different angles from behind and up front. Right now, it is Kingsman. Quick reposition down into mid. So it seems like 𝗏𝗏𝗽 is not gonna be rewarded with any kills so far.
Right now with a beautiful shock dart coming out from Shooter there over the elbow side. 𝗏𝗏𝗽 making his move. He's gonna line him up and get a free double kill from Kingsman. And again, 𝗏𝗏𝗽 finding the little cracks from the offensive side of the gun barrel.
One enemy remaining.
𝗏𝗏𝗽 will be there to take him out before 𝗔𝗆 even falls. So now it's all down to 𝗲𝗏 now. He's up for the clutch. He's got the spike, 50 seconds left on the clock. Anything he wants to do, but all the angles are just watching onto him. There's not much there, but he will be walking slowly over to this B side, and 𝗏𝗏𝗽 will be holding a very tight angle here. He will get the spot on, but let's see if 𝗲𝗏 can make this clutch happen.
Let's see, indeed. He is looking like he's gonna try anyway, even though he doesn't have the creds to buy guns.
30 seconds left.
I was expecting him to save this one up, but it doesn't matter. Going for it anyway. Green picks him up as he deals a little bit of damage onto 𝗏𝗏𝗽 as he takes out that Reyna's head. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, creds just is there for Onyx G, but for Kingsman, it's not. Look, not even gonna be able to go for the full buys, which is why this timeout
Yep, and the timeout will come out here. Kingsman's timeout, they need to pick up their composure because they just lost a very important gun round. And ONIC is getting away with so many rounds here on their defense, all because of so much map control that they have been grabbing out of Kingsman. So now they're looking to think up here whether they opt for a half buy, maybe, because they are on the offensive side. They could just try and push up the side and commit because 𝗷𝗍𝘅 does not have Viper Spit this time around to work with. While Kingsman, they've got 4 ults on the ready with Ivan just 1 ultimate orb away. So they can easily give him the ult as well, and they could try to commit. Otherwise, they will have to opt for the save and maybe mate for that magical number 8 to 4.
Definitely true. I mean, they've got their work cut out for them, Kingsman. But the problem I'm seeing with their assault right now is that they are playing very, very loosely. What I mean by that is that they could play a little more tightly, a little bit more closer to each other in terms of distancing themselves. And that's the only reason why they are falling so much behind in terms of dealing with the lurk that yet.
Yes, and of course, let's not forget, this is Kingsman's map pick. And
Toxins going up.
very interesting. Golden spam out here does tag them down, but wow, what a very interesting side. They do have the Sky to give him some regeneration, and at the same time,
You
again
disappoint me.
with this lurk coming out of nowhere, getting 2 frags easily, will be able to get the dismiss and reposition as well. Wow.
Yeah, Kingsman yet to find their damage once more. Sheriff's at hand. They're still looking for the taps to the head. Nomfu, Zeke, and Ivan 3-man strong. Pushing up in the same area is gonna help these 2 members go for the trades. And Zeke is just trying to weed out any potential stragglers, but he's gonna be spotted out if he comes out of this elbow area by the enemy Cypher. It's 2 members banking on against him. Go for the tap and the head of 𝗍𝗏 as he takes that 1 kill. It's a little bit of damage. It's not much, but they will take it, Kingsman, whatever they can. They're slowly making their way out of the halls area, and it seems like they're gonna go for this A hit because the spike is being paraded all the way down bridge.
30 seconds left. Spike down. Defender spawn.
Though Nomfu with the upgrade does take out
1
Let's see
enemy
if he can do any
remaining.
more damage, but 𝗍𝗏 finally shuts him down to this track, and it's now just Zeke with his Sheriff. This was just the eco for Kingsman. They're looking to try and make it happen with them for the next round. NC/Slash does spot him with that Viper. Just puts the DK down and smack down there. Smoke, poison cloud, easy round for ONIC to take, and this next round is the one that Kingsman will have to make it happen.
Look at the board though. Look at the ultimates available for Kingsman. They have to commit all of that. They want to get to the magic number 8-4. Otherwise, their hopes are just gonna be shattered in the next one. Comebacks are very, very possible even when it's not the magic number. But we saw it in the last game. It was 9-3 in favor of Team Louvre against Team Secret, and almost made it work with the comeback around. Kingsman, they still have a chance to make it a little bit easier for them on the second half. Seekers instantly being
Found
committed.
one.
Again, it's a difficult game for them. They're gonna be halted right at their tracks by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, but 𝗷𝗍𝗍 more with the bullets is gonna be a little bit more effective as a doctor takes out the Viper on the enemy squad. It's a 4-on-4. Still, they're gonna go for this plan.
Yep, a retake situation
Spike
now for
planted.
ONIC. This has been the spike that they've been wanting to take here. The 3rd time that they could pull it out there. Now, with the retake situation, they gotta be careful. This plant is there. Empress mode is on as well. Manya looking to shut them down here as they take out Numph with the map with the operator. And it's there.
1
They can
enemy
have
remaining.
Manya again with a 2nd kill. NC/Slash will chime in. They know the remaining member is been spotted by this recon. While it's looking great for Kingsman ONIC with a successful retake.
Pretty to see that side, the dance that's being danced by 𝗍𝗏 there, and Z going for the 1-1. You rarely see that any day, but hey, it's another round for Onyx G. 9-1. It seems like they're going to deny Kingsman of the magic number, but they still might just be able to close the next 2 rounds out as long as they play very, very consistently. They were able to commit that 1 ultimate down in mid earlier on, which did permit them some space, but again, the mow down, the defense, just too good for Onyx G. Kingsman, they have to try and find those crevices, those cracks once more, as they did in the 4th round where they did win the first time, but without the guns to work with, it's so hard.
choking the air out of Kingsman here every single time they take the time. Onyx! Once again, they've just taken down Kingsman one by one, isolating out the duel so far. Spike on the drop for Kingsman, and they're looking to make some action happen. 𝗲𝗍 with a beautiful martial headshot onto 𝗍𝗻𝗀 there. Over on damage to make, but finally takes him down. Unfortunately for Kingsman, this is another half by shares some light armors across the board, and looking like another round for Onyx to take.
Definitely true. The plant is still not down yet. It's actually being left out behind so far for Kingsman. It goes to show you that they don't even want to go for the plant. They just want to get the frag. And Mon yet will find
last player standing.
𝗷𝗍𝗄 will do the same to Ivan. 𝗧𝗍 now down to get those headshots. 𝗷𝗍𝗄 better hand at it. Bit of a Western duel there, who 𝗷𝗍𝗄 will just be faster with the
round
swing.
before the switch.
It's the last round before the switch. It's 10-1 on the board. Double digits already for Onyx G. Such an explosive half for them.
Yes, they're looking to really close out this first map really easily. Or they're making it so easy. Mon yet so much from this lurk. This man has been the star MVP so far. Of course, Onyx, other members, no slouches as well, making their defense work and holding down their lines. Kingsman, they need to find a spot in this defense, and so far, maybe this is the round that they can find. 𝗷𝗍𝗄 with an operator, they're about to walk into it.
Oh, 𝗷𝗍𝗄 waiting at the perfect angle nonetheless. Oh, 𝗷𝗍𝗄 is gonna wait out the swing, but it doesn't matter. He picks up Nafu in the process. He's blinded. Load and the reveal. He's not gonna survive that one, as he doesn't even see where the laser beams are coming from. That's now up the side a bit, but Mon
Spike down A.
the plan. What is happening? Does take care of the doctor as well. That's the Viper's pit gone. Mid animation.
One enemy
He
remaining.
cancels it, and now it's all down to 𝗧𝗍 to keep this dream alive. But it seems so for
Where is everyone hiding?
Trying to get his own Eurostep out. 𝗍𝗻𝗀 will win the gunfight, pops 𝗧𝗍's head off, and again, Onyx with
switching
the
sides.
advantage. 11-1 is the score. That's our first half, and now Kingsman, they need to win this pistol round.
They definitely do. Otherwise, it's almost 100% sure lights out already for them. And Onyx G, this past couple of rounds, the past couple of days, they have managed to improve by quite a lot. They took out Team Secret, remember? And now they're in the lower bracket. They do not want to give Kingsman a chance to get back at all. 11-1 on the board. Again, like you said, it all boils down to the pistols if Kingsman will manage to stay alive. As long as they do, they will still have a monumental task up ahead of them. But yes, but it's so much more doable if they win this.
Definitely, as you said it, and again, it's going to be Onyx with a very... look at the pushes coming out in the map here. Kingsman's pushing up this A side, but at the same time, none of Onyx is there. They're pushing up this B side, but that's actually information for Kingsman that they know. The A side's cleared up, and they have to push up into this B side. They need to get the rotations in. 𝗲𝗍𝗄 finally opening things up, getting the advantage to take out 𝗍𝗍𝗄 from the short side. And now the plant is up. Retake situation for Kingsman, but they're coming from all sides. Onyx has to be careful, but 𝗷𝗍𝗄 and Mon yet, they're clearing up their angles. They made sure their backs are cleared up, and successful for them. Kingsman now backed up against the wall.
Yeah, Onyx, they're just completely dismantling this defense from Kingsman. Kingsman, they took a page out of the Onyx playbook, but it did not work out in their favor. So far, they are still an equal footing, but it's Onyx who's getting the upper hand.
One enemy remaining.
Now 𝗧𝗍 gets the advantage. It's all down to you to secure this round, and 𝗧𝗍 will finally take care of that Sova. A right click, like we said, is exactly what they needed to get a chance back in Breeze. That's exactly what they did. Now they're going into the next one with the better guns. Let's see if Onyx is going to go for the force buy.
Yes, that's going to be very scary, actually, if you mention it now. We see Onyx already picking up 2 marshals. No, they're going to back off there. They're going to be opting for just a bit of the half buy. Enough to try and build up a bank to buy up for the next round anyway. So Kingsman, they will have the Spectres to play with, but they've got to be careful because there's like 3 marshals for Onyx side prepared and waiting. There's going to be a lot of headshots happening here and a lot of tags. Let's see if Kingsman survive this.
Okay, Onyx, they lost the pistol round, but they are still feeling it, man. They want to go for the taps. There we go. One with one. Oh, man, 𝗍𝗍𝗄 fell in that encounter. That's just armor difference right there. Not even a headshot. There we go. 𝗏𝗡 with a second. Okay, waiting for the peek from this enemy 𝗍𝗃 right now. Does have a better 𝗍𝗏𝗏 rather. Does have no gun to work with. The only one with the classic in the entire game. He's not gonna peek. He's waiting for the opportune moment to pounce. He knows that he is better at the short range fights with the right click. Very slow.
One enemy remaining.
As 𝗏𝗡's pick up the third. They're making these marshals work. 𝗏𝗡, it's not ONIC who picked up the 3 marshals, remember, and it's all down to 𝗍𝗏 now.
Yeah, you said it. 3 marshals, no problem. 𝗏𝗡 picks up 4 kills with his marshal. Man, this man just stood up here, became alive. Kingsman on the board now. 11-3 is the score, but Kingsman, they've got the momentum to play with. But now, in the round, that's going to be very scary for them because it's going to be their bonus round. That means they're going to fight ONIC with rifles. Kingsman, they're down with just the Spectres that they've just saved from the last round.
Yeah, this is scary for Kingsman. ONIC, they are looking primed and ready for this next one. And Kingsman, if they want to squeeze this one out, they have to play it to a T. They have to get the ball rolling for them, even if the stacks are, even if the odds are stacked. Otherwise, it's just magic point. Remember, the scoreline is 11-3, and it's the gun round for ONIC. This time around, ONIC are playing a little bit more safely. No one pushing up because the last time they did, it did not work out so well in their favor. Actually, it did on the attacking side, but on the defending side rather. But on the attacking side, they haven't gone for that as of yet. Playing very slowly down A side, looking for a slow default, waiting for any potential information or frag that might be coming from Pomon yet, but he's just gonna get guiding lighted by his teammate, and that's just again gonna be slowed down by the toxic orb.
Speaking of slow down, they're changing up the pace here. Look at the position over in the middle side. 2 members just right. They're looking right next to each other, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is gonna catch the back and get the free 2 kills. This is what Kingsman's needed, and now they put ONIC back against the wall.
One enemy remaining.
The snake bites. It works out for them. They're gonna get free upgrades. They're all gonna get rifles. Maybe 𝗍𝗏 will catch a little off with that. It's just the Spectre in hand. They're making the comeback dream happen.
And in such a decisive fashion as well, the timing just worked out perfectly in that mid battle for 𝗍𝗃. Just mows down the 2 members of ONIC that was hanging about in the area. They were not expecting that at all, because who does that, right? Who pushes up that far down in B? Only Kingsmen do that, and that's precisely the type of shenanigans they need to keep Onyx G on their toes. Yes, Onyx G is feeling good right now with the amount of advantage, with the amount of lead that they garnered up for themselves, but Kingsmen are ever so slowly crawling back up. Heck, they even have the tools to work with right now. So much better against Onyx G. And this is essentially a bonus round for them.
Yeah, and it is, again, halls control for Onyx G. It's just 𝗏𝗡 is the man holding out the halls, but this time doesn't have the marshal to shut them down. But he's got the Vandal to play with. That's a bigger gun to play. And then at the same time, the gets tagged away. He gets shot again. And Slasher with that marshal down to 15 HP. Shut down a weapon, unable to pick it up. He's got the spike to hold onto as well. In the meantime, 𝗍𝗃 does take out 𝗍𝗏 with the Vandal control. So nothing more. That's something to slow down. It gets a nice share of headshot on the 𝗍𝗃. 5 HP down. Gonna be converged onto by the members of Kingsman, but the spike will be planted, and that's bank for them. They've done
spike planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Already.
Yeah, Onyx G, they just couldn't live up to the 𝗏𝗡 marshal standards. That was the monstrosity in that second round. They weren't even able to pick up a single kill, and as I'm saying that, NC Slasher picks up a head, and right after that, 𝗍𝗏 takes care of him. Another round for Kingsman. You said it better. You said it yourself again. They are making the comeback happen. 4 rounds in a row. They're now just 6 rounds behind, and I am definitely scared for Onyx G right now. Finally, they will have the creds to work with. Will they be able to finally take us into match point? It all boils down to how well they're gonna play this attack.
You said it there, 𝗏𝗡. He's been given the operator. No more marshal to play with to hold down the hall side. This man's got the big boy guns now. So ONIC, they've got to be careful if ever they want to take a peek here over onto this hall side, but it looks like they will be playing it.
Isolate and exterminate.
Just watch around this A side while they leave their Cypher 𝗍𝗏 to hold down the lurk. Something they've been loving to do when they were on the defensive side. So this time around, it will be the attack for Onyx full gun round. See if they can finally break the momentum Kingsman's got, or will Kingsman really make this comeback?
Look at this division of this B site right now with those toxic screens. It's a creative way to see in this match, as Onyx G is still deciding whether they should commit to that. Spike is being paraded around. There still is no information being given away. This might be a bait. This is what Kingsman is thinking right now as they're just going. It's 1 versus 1 though, between three. It's just gonna have a better hand wing, and he's gonna use the neural tech to find out where all the members of Onyx G are. And here comes the battle between these two sheets of toxic screens. Ivan picked up on yet 5-on-3. The spike is yet to be blocked. His empty slasher is making his way down behind, but Zico picks last player standing. 5 Elvis gets 2 as well, but it's Kingsman that's just better with shutting down the assault from Onyx G. And now they're just 5 rounds behind. They're gonna be forcing another eco, or maybe an ippy buy for Onyx G.
Onyx G unable to find the crack of the defense here that Kingsman has been putting up so far. Looking like they will be opting for another half buy here for Onyx. They still have some creds to buy up the next round, except for Monyet. He's looking to play the hero buy here. He's picked up the big boy Vandal. I mean, they've got the loser streak bonus, so that's something that they can bank on. But the Doctor has Viper's Pit prepared, and A-Side's gonna get shut down here.
Yeah, but Onyx G doesn't have their Viper's Pit as well, so as long as Monyet picks up a couple of frags and activates the Empress, they can still very well do this round. It's still a very secure round for Kingsman, which is why they committed the Viper's Pit early down in A site, leaving a lot of options available for the rest of the members of Kingsman to position themselves in other parts of the map. A is not being contested at all. It's not an option at all right now for Onyx G, which is why 3 members are positioned from Kingsman on the other side of the map, 1 in mid, 2 in B site, the other watching double doors. Just a safety precaution here for Kingsman, but it seems like it's gonna be the B hit nonetheless.
Yes, definitely, especially with they do have the Cypher Trap. The Razor will be caught into it, and they close that out. They have some information, someone's backside here, and they actually back down from this push. They know Cypher is here, and they will not try to push him up, and instead it's going to be the mid control. They know Viper's Pit in the cave, but you know, if ever a Viper puts that Viper's Pit, it means that somewhere in the A side, something's clear.
30 seconds left.
Zeke from the beach, enough to go up with this operator. It fills up a counter Empress mode, and now it's the game time for Kingsman to try and slow down this. So far, making a lot of damage. The Doctor's still alive with his pit, and he's spraying down, making it a lot harder.
1 enemy remaining.
But Kingsman Riza with the lineup and the shot shuts down the spike, and it will be another round for Kingsman.
Riza, you beauty. With that shock dart, able to pick up 1, the headshot to find another. It closes it down, 7-11, still in favor of Onyx G, but again, the window slowly closing down on the members of Onyx G. It has been 7 rounds in a row that Kingsman has won. They are the ones who are feeling it right now. And Onyx G, again, they weren't even able to commit the Viper's Pit this time around because there was just not enough time to make the push. The post plant just didn't happen because they didn't have enough firepower and manpower to work with. And now, they're looking to split B site once more. No Viper's Pit available for Kingsman this time, so it's all the more doable for them.
Right now, Severin just trying to make his way over on the hall side with his spy cam, giving some vision over in the doors just in case Riza doesn't suddenly pick him out and get him in position. And as I've said, that Riza just shoulders out. Severin will fall, and that's again the worst.
Blinded.
Making it happen, trying to slow down this push, and Ivan will shut it down. Supported by the Astro, but not much to do here for Ivan.
Last player standing.
Kingsman,
flawless.
Ivan with the triple kill ends the game on a high note. The flawless nonetheless coming through from Kingsman, and again Onyx unable to pick up even a single kill. Look at the creds game for Kingsman. Novo didn't even have to use the operator to start off the round with any kills because it's just the defensive hold that is so good for Kingsman. Not just that, every single member of them is stepping up as well. Ivan, who was the hero of that round, picking up 3 frags, isn't even at the top of the ladder. He's at the bottom, which just goes to show you how on point they are in this second half. 8 rounds in a row or 7 rounds in a row, no problem for them. Here comes the 8th.
Yeah, Kingsman will be the doctor alone here on the A side. He has some cover from the bridge side. Members of Kingsman are looking vision because they did hear the ultimate orb, and with that, Numb opens it up. Yeah, and again with another shot on the Zephyr. This time he's hiding behind his toxic screen. He will be able to get a free kill onto NC Smash with this thing. It will give away /𝗲𝗄's position as well. They know he's right between the pyramid side. 𝗍𝗲 with the Marshall from the backside. This was their eco round, and they were not able to find any damage.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Gets a few hands to pop off. 2 down from Kingsman, but they've got max money. Doesn't really matter for them.
Definitely true, and the operator still not punished for Nomfu's hands. And again, ONIC, they have to go for this time out because time and time again they've tried over and over, just not able to find it so far. They have to get their rhythm back. It is so close. Match point is so close. Onyx G can almost smell it, but they just can't grasp it because Kingsman is a ginormous task to conquer right now. And look at the creds. They finally are going to be able to pick up the guns that they have been wanting for quite a while now. And with the ultimates at hand, who has been in play for so many consecutive rounds in a row, they have to put 𝗲𝗻 in a position where he could commit that Viper Spit. They have to get the spike down, which is the only problem they're facing right now. The defensive hold, just too much for Kingsman. ONIC, they've got to find something. They got to find a way out of the Kingsman defense.
Definitely. Remember, we started the second half 11-1 on the scoreboard. And now it's 11-9. 8 round streak for Kingsman on their defense. ONIC have yet to try and find a hole into this defense and try to shut down the fortress that Kingsman has created here. The stronghold is just up all the way up to the 2nd floor of the tower. And now it's Mon with the rifles. I mean, the whole team of ONIC with the rifle buy. After that timeout, the pep talk maybe was there, and maybe this time around they can make something happen.
Definitely true.
Revealing area.
It's not too late yet for the comeback. You know, 11. It's not even a comeback. You just have to close it down. It's the comeback that's happening on the other side for Kingsman. Hunter Shuri at the ready as long as Riza gets enemy mark. Now drone. I'm almost sure he will get that activated immediately. Seems like he won't be. He's just hanging about in here. He knows that there are a few members of Onyx G hanging in the area, so he's a little bit cautious, not going for any overzealous peaks. Monyet gains mid control once more, and Onyx G, they're looking poised for these side takes. It's looking scary for both of them now.
Yes, anything can happen.
I've got your trail.
Control, here we go. Control, doors up and open. It's Namfu caught right in the open. He has to back away, but the door's been trying closed up. Open and close, open and close, open the door. Opening it up for them finally. The doctor has to back away from this switch, but he's just trying to make sure this is down. Open it up. Here comes that Viper Spit you've been talking about. 𝗲𝗻 opens it up, taking out Jesus.
Last player
They're
standing.
taking so much control of this hall side, and Kingsman, they just don't know what to do.
What do you do when you've got the Viper Spit in hall? They had to commit that there just to get out of there alive, and they did. That's all Onyx G needed
Match
to do.
point.
Now they're in match point. Again, just because of that, just because of a single quick decision from Onyx G, they are back at it again. Momentum swing back in their favor. Still 2 big ultimates to work with, and they're looking to end this game now. Kingsman, Nomfu has to find some more out of this sheriff, out of this operator. Is there anything left in the tank for Kingsman in this Breeze map? We have yet to see, but ONIC, they want to end it now.
Yes, the pressure is on for both teams. A little shaky start there coming out. Try, as you said, close it out. Namfu is here with this time with the operator side, making sure that whole push does not happen again, because that is where they have the defense has been weak here for Kingsman. But they are playing their default, making sure that all sides are still cleared up, and ONIC once again on the hunt to try and find an opening. They've let the spike down, and they're waiting if Kingsman may try make a quirky push here, but it doesn't look like Kingsman will make that happen. They picked this map for a reason, and they're making their defense work.
Definitely true. And they only have to make it work 3 rounds in a row to take us into overtime, but will Onyx G let them? The secrets has already been committed, so that's information being given away. They know that Onyx G is looking at the rotations are now being called. 4 punches. Yuri is there, and Shiro picks up reset. That's gonna open up
Spike
such
down,
an explosive round as well, because A site is gone. B site is where the party is at. Nomfu picks up on yet the doctor. They're making this work. They've taken Spike control, and ONIC, it's completely fallen apart
30
for
seconds
them.
left.
It's 2-on-3. 𝗷𝗻𝗄𝗓 𝗔𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗏 can't even get out of backside because the operator is
One enemy
check.
remaining.
Zeke picks up 𝗷𝗻𝗄𝗓, and it's the turn of tables for Onyx G. They can't do anything about this unless 𝗔𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗏 makes a miracle play out of this one.
He's only got 10 seconds left on the clock. He has to make a move. He has to try and find his
10 seconds left.
But right now,
One enemy remaining.
there he is. Finds one. That's Nomfu down. Oh,
I got this
that
spot.
all Kingsman has to do. The doctor is just back away. No time left
I'm out
for
of stuff.
𝗔𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗏 to even plant this spike down. Still going to be the round for the doctor. They make it expensive. Everyone's got a big.
Oh, in the end, 𝗔𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗏 just manages to squeeze out the kill out of the doctor. But again, that was a round for Kingsman. And that's just them stalling. They shut it down once more from Onyx G. And that's what happens when you get such a defense-oriented team. Kingsman, they are just on fire with this defense, even with the sheer amount of utility that Onyx G has put down under them. It was Onyx G who picked up the man advantage early on, but Kingsman just put their foot down and did not let the side things happen. They were just on fire with the aim. Now the Viper Spit available once again for Kingsman is gonna cut off oxygen for the members of Onyx G, as they will not be able to push back. Maybe they're gonna commit to it. That's a good idea, as Riza picks up Shiro.
Spike
That is
down
a spike
A.
as well, and now it's in the pit.
got the
The
spike.
doctor will be retrieved by Onyx last year, so at least they have that going for them.
Yes, and right now they're trying to see what opening they can find because they just lost a member out of nowhere. 2 ults was committed for Kingsman for it. But so far, it's working out for them. 𝗷𝗻𝗄𝗓 is finally again in the Hall's control, but he's got to be careful because Nomfu holding the angle with a big operator. And once again, it will be this time actually Riza making sure that the door will stay closed, because it's again the Hall's control for ONIC, as I've said, looking to try and split up onto this A side, but they have a toxic, a Viper's Pit to go through, and it's the doctor who's holding down the line.
Yeah, Onyx G, they've contested this area so many times because every time they go and went for the B side hit, it rarely ever works for them, which is why they love going for these A side contests, even though the doctor is here in her
30 seconds left.
looking to beat out that snake from where she is hiding.
one.
He's gonna be given a little bit of information where he
No
is.
backup.
𝗔𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗏 takes him out. This is it. Onyx G, they want to close it down now. They've taken out the defense. Sure, but
I
can they
know
close it down
exactly
with the
where
kill. That means he's gonna
Spike
fall.
down A.
17. Now the
enemy remaining.
It's 10
10
seconds,
seconds left.
Cypher on Cypher. He's gonna go for the
I have
splash.
retrieved
It's gonna
the
have to be the retake for Zeke.
He knows where the remaining player is.
Spike
because that
planted.
Euro
Where is
theft is deep.
everyone
Now,
hiding?
He's gonna get his own Euro theft, so now they both know where each other's gonna be. It's gonna be a very crazy round. Severin has the angle, makes a big goes wide, but Zeke will shut him down. Another round saved for Kingsman. ONIC just having so much trouble trying to close it out.
They committed so much. They had a lot of things going for them as well. They were able to take out the Viper's Pit, but the frags just wasn't there after the fact. Onyx G, it fell apart after they took care of the doctor in that pit, and just because of that, it's back to the drawing board once more. They're gonna go for this forced buy because they do not want to go to overtime, which is what Kingsman wants. And with Nomfu back on the operator, no ultimates for the side of Onyx G, it's so much harder for them. Let's see if they're gonna go for the same Hall's push once more, now that it didn't work out in their favor the last time.
Man, what are these games? Every single time we're on freeze, it's just everything. It's like overtime, over and over again. Will we go to an overtime? Let's see, because Kingsman, they've got the gun advantage, the light shield, heavy shield as well. ONIC, all they've got is just rifles and the half shields. They don't even have all the abilities and utilities that they want to have to try and enter these sites. Once again, they're trying to go for the doctor. He's been stunned down, but he's got a judge. They also know this man's got a judge. So now they've got to be careful trying to enter this, and immediately they back away. At the same time, map control is there for Kingsman because Ivan and Zeke have already walked all the way into the attacker spawn, making sure with the spike cam on the mid control as well, they know where it's gonna be, and they've pretty much isolated their position. Actually, they get spotted down with that lurk, and because of that, ONIC has got to be careful with their push now.
Poison's off.
Speaking of lurk, 𝗍𝗻𝗄 has made it all the way past halls. As 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗀𝗍's open up the side, taking care of the doctor. 𝗏𝗋∗ is not gonna go connect with the operator for now, but he does find 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍, and
Spike
once
down
more,
A.
the assault
Last
is gone.
player
But
standing.
managed this. Onyx G has managed to even things out. Okay, but it just completely fall apart just like that. We are going into overtime once more again.
Switching sides.
I love today.
Overtime.
Overtimes on top of overtimes in Breeze, no less. And Onyx G just struggling to close it down. They're going back on the defense. They did find a lot of success with it in the first half. They struggled so hard on the assault. Let's see if they're going to be able to get the advantage early on this time, or will Kingsman get the plan down?
Here comes the timeout coming out from Kingsman as well. Let's take a breather here and set up our composure because it's overtime time. That means pocket strats are going to be coming out here. The defaults, you never know what these teams could do and try to make up for it because it's the whole reset. They will all get 5k credits and all equalize on the ultimate orbs. It's going to be the big fight, the big play for the strats to try and open up as much as they can. This time around for our first overtime round, there will not be an operator being picked up. That is such a risky gun to play with. It's such a pressure cooker of a round for both of these teams. We started out 11-1 in the second half, and now we're on overtime. Kingsman pushed it in here, and now they're making that comeback happen.
You know what, Gen? Do me a favor. Do me a favor real quick. Check the scoreboard. How many wins did ONIC win in the first round?
That would be
11. How many wins did Kingsman win in the second half? 11 as well. It's a complete turn of tides. And now we are back to square one. And I love seeing these types of games because this is what brings out the best in all of these players. This is where it boils down to when you have such evenly matched teams. This is where the pocket strategies do come out. Like you said, it all is gonna boil down to who's gonna outgun, out-consistency, if that even is a word, each other. And 𝗏𝗋𝗋, this seems like what his roots is. It's aggression. And this time around, will it pay good for Onyx G, or will he be just falling prey to this Viper that's keeping him in check? Let's see.
Yep, right now it's been a whole look at the positioning for all sides. Onyx G on the defense, they swapped it up. 𝗏𝗋𝗋 already pushed up close up in this middle side. 𝗍𝗻𝗍𝗍's there to hold down the backup side where the elbow is because they haven't checked it out just yet, where 𝗍𝗍𝗍 is about to pull out the Trailblazer to see what information he can find. He clears up the elbow side, so that's one side to check. And now they know that they're pretty much back more onto the A side. That's information for Onyx G. And now it's Kingsman who's looking to find a crack in the defense of Onyx. We know this happened earlier before. It was really hard for them to pick up. But this time around, let's see. 40 seconds left on the clock. They have to commit on a side suit.
Oh, 𝗏𝗋𝗋 though is so patient ever since he's made his way down in the middle area. He hasn't budged. Pillar is very, very dangerous for Kingsman right now.
30 seconds
but
left.
They're steering way clear of it. That's so fortunate for them because this is not something they're expecting at all. Maybe it is now. The one that's happening is Doctor has taken care of 𝗏𝗋𝗋, and now the assault is about to commence. Kingsman, they've taken down the members of ONIC one by one.
Spike down,
but the defense
B.
from ONIC G is just on point. They picked up 3 for themselves. It's now down to
10 seconds
Spike is
left.
not down yet.
One
8
enemy
seconds left.
remaining.
The timer is working against Kingsman's favor.
One
As
enemy
𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍's
remaining.
defense
I
is
have
just
the
on
spike.
point. It's just not enough time. And ONIC G will pick the advantage up for themselves. It's 13-2. They're 1 away from victories.
Oh man, that's such a scary round. It looked good for one side, and then suddenly
Switching sides.
turn of the tides,
Match
back again,
point.
back and forth. Everything happening there, just crazy for both of these teams. ONIC versus Kingsmen. What a start of a best of 3 series we're having right now. And again, second round of overtime, and this time we see a risky play coming out. It's 𝗏𝗋𝗋 with the operator pickup. He will be holding down the line for the halls. Let's see if ONIC can finally find a defensive hole here.
Let's see indeed. Let's see if 𝗏𝗋𝗋 is actually going to go for the same solo shenanigan pushes. Seems like not, because he is, after all, on the other side of the equation. Now on the assault, going to have to lead the charge as the only duelist in the ONIC G squad. Kingsman, playing very, very safely. They do not want to give any chances at all.
Here.
But it seems like onyx G, again with the
Poison's
strategy, they're
off.
pushing up long halls rather, with the only one there being 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎. This is quite unexpected because the smoke is there to help him sneak his way
Take
out
flight.
of it. 𝗲𝗏 has got a little bit of wind out of it. He's got a little bit of an idea that someone's there, so he's gonna commit the 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 and try and weed him out. Yeah, there you go, because he's getting spotted. And there is no Viper Spit. There is no Spirit to shut him down right now.
Poison's
but
off.
Shock Dart will force him out for now, and no action happening as of yet. It is still a bit of time for onyx G.
Yeah, both of these teams, they're feeling the pressure, man. Just already like
Poison orb emitting.
a lot of action on the Hall side. You know that they probably think that it's going to be the A push. It will be actually for onyx G. They're starting to push away the members.
Poison's off.
We're hoping that KGM
30
would
seconds
try
left.
and make another lurk position, but 30 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're going to be committing here onto this A side. Just waiting for 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 and NC Slash to the opening pick from 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 with the operator. The reward comes in for him. He's just that Cypher down, and now it's up to him on to try and close him out. There we go. That's the
Last
end for him.
player
For
standing.
more KGM.
10 seconds
They've
left.
Shut down their
Spike
course.
down
All down
A.
to 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 now. 5 bullets left on the mag, and just 5 seconds left. Just no time at all. We're looking at another overtime.
Yes, we are, and I am all for it. Kingsman, he's just gonna pick up 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎, and once again, it's the defensive side
Switching
who makes
sides.
it work. It's
Overtime.
all gonna boil down to who's gonna have a better attacking side, and that is what is gonna end our match for today. Because right now, both teams are just at each other's defensive mercy, and I'm loving it. It's just whoever makes the first mistake, whoever cracks first, is just gonna fall, honestly. So that is just what we're gonna be expecting out of these two teams. Who has a better endurance, and who has a better consistency, and who has more tricks, more aces up their sleeves. 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 looking to do just that as he's pushing up, leading the charge down in mid.
Once again, man, first game of the series, another overtime. What can you do? But 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎, that's a very big kill. That's one yet down. That's the enemy Reyna as well. The Lear's out of the hands, and that's their star player off. So now it's ONIC up to NC Slash, 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎, Severine, Shiro, the rest of the team here to try and make the defense work out here. They have to stretch out because they lost one member without a trade. No one was watching that middle side other than Severine, but he's in just close up in this double door side. They're trying to give away this middle side. Oh, it's not enough. 𝗔𝗍 will take him down. And that will be another man advantage. Kingsmen looking to really close up this overtime.
They definitely are. It's now a 5-on-3. Two-man disadvantage, have yet to get the spike down. And not that they're biding their time, but they have to make a decision soon. They are being discovered by the guys. Ivan is gonna get taken out by NC Slasher with that quick aggressive push.
30 seconds
and
left.
It's still doable for the Onyx squad. Just they have to position them very, very carefully because it is a 2-on-4, 24 seconds, and now it seems like they've made up their mind. Kingsman, they're going for the A side push, which is a real good job for them because they know that they have a lot of angles to watch, but it's only 2 members they have to watch out for. And with this scattered positioning from NC Slasher,
One enemy remaining.
𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎, which means that he's gonna be taking out Shiro. All down to NC Slasher. There's no way in heck to be able to pick it up. 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 picks up 3K, and this is it. They picked up the attacking round. Will they be able to close it down this time, Kingsman?
Match point.
Yes, you've said it. The attacking round is what they picked up, and that is the crucial round in this overtime that makes it so hard for both of these teams to close out. It's the attacking side where they need to make it happen, and they did, and this time it's going to be the switch up. Kingsmen, they're looking good.
They definitely are. But Onyx looking pretty darn good as well. The operator in hands of 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 has been pretty effective, so to speak. Let's see if he will be able to use it with the same effect this time around. Here, used by one yet already. Change of pace here. Oh, but 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 picks up Kingsman starting it off strong. 2 men down already for the side of Kingsman. As Onyx G goes with a taste, immediately even things out. How the heck did 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗎 pull that one off? Grab it out of the hat like you love saying.
One
and
enemy
he will
remaining.
finally fall right now.
Spike
as
down
Kingsman looking
B.
to end things
Last player
But
standing.
Severine is just gonna deny that. He's gonna be spotted out by the owl drone. Gonna play it close to his chest for now. He can, but fine.
Defenders win.
Kingsman is gonna be able to secure the first map. Breeze goes to them against ONIC.
And there you have it, our first game of the best of 3 series. Kingsmen, they finish it off. They win that game out of their hands. It was their map pick as well. It didn't look good in that first half because Onyx G, they came up upon 11-1, but finally it was still Kingsmen who comes out on top, 15-13, the final score, and that's it for our game 1.